Sake. So I'm doing something that I've not done before. That's not true, actually. It's not entirely true. I'm doing something that I've not done in St Albans before. I'm going flyering. I've got some flyers for Comedy in the Crown. And it's something we've planned to do for a little while, or I've planned to do it certainly. Give out some of these because we need to get some more audience along on a Tuesday night. I've just pulled up near Oakland College because there's loads of young people who go to college here. I'm going to try and give away some of these. Now, flyering is something that you do in Edinburgh all the time, and it works there really well because it's a big festival. They know that people are going to be there doing their shows, and people are a lot more receptive to it. Other places, even places like Liverpool and London, it just doesn't seem to work very well. I'm hoping that because we've got a bit of a captive audience here, and this is just down the road from the Crown, so it's not that far. So if I'm going to go to one of the bus stops over here, I'm going to try and give out some of these flyers to some of the young people who might be up for a bit of a laugh. It's quite a daunting thing to do usually, but because it's my night and I want it to be successful, I'm hoping that it's going to be successful. Yeah. Did I just say successful twice? That doesn't bode well, does it? Hey guys, we do a free comedy night in the club down the road. No worries, mate. Hi there, we do a free comedy night down the road in the pub if you're interested. It's every Tuesday.
It's quite difficult trying to get people to get engaged in this kind of thing.
Yeah, no.
So I thought about doing that for quite a while. Like the last few months I've been thinking, when am I going to get a chance to pop down to Oakland's College, stand outside, hand out some flyers and talk to some of the young people about coming down to the comedy night. Not really that successful. There were a few people that were interested and said it sounded cool, but really young people, I don't know if they're the right target. You know, I think they'll come down, they probably won't get a lot of the references that people are making. Tend to be a little bit older with comics, so maybe it's just not the right demographic, I'm not sure. Next thing to try then probably is do like a mail shot with the houses that are really close to the Crown, so might try and do that next week and see if we can get some of the locals who live on the doorstep of the Crown to know about it, really, spread the word, get them to pop along. I think that's probably a better bet. Good thing about the Crown is that it hasn't cost us any money to do it, and we don't lose money out of it as well, because we get audience coming in, and every now and then when we've got a big audience, we ask if they've enjoyed it. If they want to contribute, then they can give us a little bit of cash to us running the night. And the good thing about that is that it's enabled us to spend that money on the night. Everything we've ever taken, apart from the charity night where we were able to give away about 90 quid to a local homelessness charity, everything we've taken has gone back into the night, which is why at the moment it looks like a fantastic gig. We really put the effort in. We've just got some new lights, we've got sound, we've got microphones, we've got everything that you would hope for in a comedy club, and it looks really good. We've also got access to a widescreen TV now that's on the wall, so we've flipped the orientation of the room round. We used to do it long ways, and now we do it side on, which is actually a better way of doing a comedy gig, because then you're really there with the audience, and nowhere for them to hide, so they have to get involved. And it's working really well. We've done it a couple of times, and we're going to do it again tonight. So it's good. It means that we've got access to this big TV, and as such, I have decided to try and utilise it. So I've been working on a few slides that I'm going to use tonight. One thing I love doing when I'm emceeing is talking about something that's in the news, finding that kind of "and finally" story, the quirky one, or maybe not even that obvious, something that's just a bit different, a little bit different, and just trying to find the funny in it. And that's kind of what I've been doing here. I've got a slide. I've got 15 slides here, and I don't know how it's going to go. But the thing about this is, because when you do topical stuff, brand new stuff, it's kind of hard to remember exactly how to do it when you're on stage. So I'm not sure how well it'll go. I might show you one slide here, but we'll see. I'm really looking forward to doing the emceeing. It's been a little while since I've done it, and I'm kind of excited about it. I'm hoping that we'll have a big audience. I don't know if the flyering will help. Probably not, but there are a few people on the Facebook event, because we always put a Facebook event up. That's the address there for the Facebook page. Do come along. But yeah, we quite often get people saying they're going to come to that. It's no real indication, but we've got about 10, 12 people saying they're going to come, and a few of the acts are included in that number. But just hope that we'll do quite well tonight. You just never can tell. I'll show you a slide, shall I? So that's the screen that we normally would have up, Comedy in the Crown, and here we go. See if it will show you a little hint as to what I'll be doing later. And I'm going to do this in the second half, I think. I've done it before where I've had something to talk about for opening show and something for opening the second half, and I've found that if I've got something really strong, my best thing to start the second half, it usually gets a really kind of good response and gets the second half off to a really good swing. So I'm hoping that works out again. I guess we'll find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Comedy in the Crown! Here he is, you've been waiting for him. Here's your host, it's Lee Wilson! I like it. When you said, the man you've been waiting for, and Raj just went, really? Welcome back, everybody. Thanks so much for coming back. What do you think has been the biggest news story in the last 10 years? Trump? I think Trump has been the biggest...
Was that a guess or a confession?
Trump. Yes. No.
Global warming?
Global warming, no. Well, it's this. I'm going to show you. I think it's been resolved to today as well. Okay? It's this. Kylie. Does anyone know? Don't worry, it's not what you're worried about. It's fine. She's okay. She's okay. But does anyone know what the story is about Kylie?
Kylie versus Kylie.
Sorry?
Kylie versus Kylie.
Kylie versus Kylie is the biggest story of the decade. It is. Right, I'm going to tell you all about this, Phil. Phil has no idea. He doesn't keep up with popular culture. Good Lord. Just look at him. Don't look at him. Right, it's the Battle of the Kylies. Do you know about this? Pauline knows about it. Does anyone else have heard about this?
Who's Kylie?
Kylie, exactly. Who is Kylie? Exactly. Good point.
Wait, who said that?
He's on.
Out. Not welcome.
You're on my message, but you don't know what the hell he's talking about. But I'm going to tell you. It's a battle for copyright between two Kylies. Okay? So if I said Kylie, who would you think of? Minogue? Not this lady. Does anyone know who that is? The boys know. She's something to do with Kardashians. Okay? But she's not the real Kylie, is she? She's not the real Kylie. No!
Yes.
That's the real Kylie. Yeah, basically, it's a battle between Kylie and Kylie for copyright of the name Kylie in the United States. Yeah? And the thing is, I don't think it's right. We all know that I've got copyright of Kylie, yeah? You all know this. You remember me? You remember my successful acting career in Neighbours, where I married Scott? You remember that? Don't you remember that?
That is truly horrible.
It gets better.
It's damaging.
It gets much better. And of course, this led on to my successful singing career. I had many, many hit albums.
Someone's got too much time on their hands.
Yeah. That's my favourite. I think that was nice.
Nice ass.
I became a cultural icon.
No!
Too much? Too much? And who can forget my amazing combat video? Can't get you out of my head. It was a quiet day at work today.
Lee, can I ask you a question?
No, you can ask the question.
Lee, did you recently discover Photoshop?
My turn. My turn. Just in case you're not familiar with this, here's a full length shot.
Oh no.
No, no! Yes, there's some guesses over here, you go. Oh!
Nice.
That's amazing. Amazing shot. But the thing is, they're getting the name wrong, right? It's not Kylie, it's Kylie. Did you like that? Shall I do that again? Kylie. Did you get it?
Oh, there's a crowd there.
I wasn't expecting that.
Is he scuffled off to get the KY? What's get the KY, Lee?
No, I think I'm going to just bring on the next act. Is that why you gave me that funny look before I came on stage? Oh my God, what have I done? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your first act in the second half. If you're ready!
So that was a really good night. I loved doing that set. That was lovely. I mean, it wasn't even really a set, and that is kind of why I've shared it, because it's not the sort of thing I'm ever gonna do again. It was just something to do one time and one time only. And that's one of the best things about emceeing, is that it's just seat of the pants. You try something and you don't know where it's going to go. I mean, I had prepared the whole thing, and when it came out, I did it a little bit differently. I've actually edited it a little bit for you, because just to give you the gist of what I was trying to do and what actually happened, and taking a few of the pauses out for you, but you get the idea of how it worked. And then something totally unexpected happened at the end, where I hadn't even spotted that changing the name Kylie to Kylie then became KY Lee. And of course someone spotted that, and I have a feeling that is probably going to haunt me and come back many, many times at Comedy in the Crown. That's the great thing about live comedy, though, is that you have an idea, you go out, you try it, and then anything can happen with it when you're on stage, and you've got to react to it, and that's what keeps it really, really interesting. It was a fantastic night, actually. The whole night was really good. It was a lovely return for me to do the emceeing at the Crown. We had a really big crowd come out, which was quite unexpected. I mean, I'd done the flyering, but I wasn't sure kind of whether people were going to come out or not. And I don't think that resulted in people coming out. Maybe it did, or maybe it'll have an effect later on in weeks to come. But yeah, we had quite a big full room of people, some of them less comedy savvy than others, so there was a bit of chatter during some of the acts, and I had to control them a little bit, but I think I did that okay. I was chatting to some guys afterwards, and they said that it needed to be done, and I did it well, which is good. So I feel like I've learned something there. Yeah, couldn't have hoped for a better return to emceeing than that. That was really good. So going forwards, next week, Comedy at the Crown, we've got our Valentine's special. and Phil is going to be emceeing that one. I am down to do a spot, but I haven't got anything too appropriate at the moment, so if I don't come up with anything, then I'm not sure if I'll be on stage. I'll definitely be there, and the wife is coming out as well, so nice romantic comedy in the Crown night out. And beyond that, it is pretty much just comedy in the Crown at the moment. I have got something else booked in for March, which I'll tell you about in the future, because there's no details on it at the moment. And then yeah, it's just pretty much working up new material ready for Edinburgh. That is the aim at the moment. Yeah, so I need to be writing stuff. Oh, I'm going to the Comedy Store. Phil and I are nipping over there to see some professionals and see how they do it. So hopefully that'll be really useful as well, because I don't get to see any other comedy apart from open mic at the moment. So I'm really, really looking forward to going and seeing how the real people do it. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'll report back about that.